Nothing makes me smile more in the morning than getting an email from Jeff about where this flag has been. This flag has traveled the country, getting stitched back together in some of the most sacred and important places in the entire United States. And for this flag to return here, where it was nearly destroyed on 9/11, stitched together and donated to us, is something that is incredibly special. And for all those on the New York Says Thank You team who have been a part of the activities with the National 9/11 flag, or in their incredible efforts to go to places affected by tragedy across this country and do their part to help heal, we could not be more grateful for your efforts. We dedicated the 9/11 Memorial Museum last Thursday, and over the last 5 days, we've had over 42,000 people come who are part of the 9/11 community, family members, first responders, rescue and recovery workers, and survivors, to see this museum. It was our way of saying to that community that we understand that there is a special place in the history of 9/11 for those that were so deeply affected. But equally as important is why we are here today. Today we open the 9/11 Museum to the world. And you see these children holding this flag right now. That's why we built this museum at the end of the day. It is to make sure that our children's children's children know what this country went through on 9/11, and equally as important, know how we came together to help one another with absolutely limitless compassion. It is an incredible museum, and it is made incredible by the donations and special contributions and artifacts that we receive. And this flag is one of the highest honors that we've ever gotten here, and it will be remembered 5 years from now, 100 years from now, and 200 years from now. So it is my honor to open the doors of the museum today. And Jeff, I'd like to have you say a few words here.
Good morning. Good morning. My mic on? Working? Great. First off, I want to thank the 9/11 Memorial Museum for giving us this tremendous honor to present the flag at the public opening. And I also want to thank all of the people standing around this flag who made this restoration possible. Our honor guard members, our staff, all our supporters, people who literally took years of their lives to make the restoration of this national treasure possible. Kids, today is a very important day. We're here to remember, pay tribute, and learn about what happened on 9/11, but we're also here to remember, pay tribute, and to learn about what happened on 9/12. And that was the day after the tragedy, when people from all around the world came here to help us in our time of need. And their kindness and their volunteer spirit showed the world that love is stronger than hate. And that's what this flag is all about. You are holding one of the most important flags in American history. You are each holding the National 9/11 flag. This flag was destroyed in the days and weeks after 9/11 by all the smoke and all the debris when it flew at 90 West Street, the building right there. 7 years later, tornado survivors in the small town of Greensburg, Kansas, started to stitch this flag back together. From there, New York Says Thank You had the privilege of taking this flag to all 50 states, where over 30,000 people stitched this flag back to its original flag format. Every stitch they put in was a symbol of their love for this country and their fellow citizens. School children and soldiers who survived the shooting at Fort Hood, Texas, stitched this flag. Pearl Harbor survivors stitched the Hawaii patch on the USS Missouri in Pearl Harbor. Survivors of Columbine, survivors of the Oklahoma City bombing, survivors of Hurricane Katrina from Slidell, Louisiana, all stitched this flag. On the 10th anniversary of 9/11, 1,067 tornado survivors in Joplin, Missouri, stitched the national 9/11 flag. Every patch has a story. The South Dakota patch contains the flag that flew at Mount Rushmore on 9/11. The Pennsylvania patch contains the last flag that flew at the crash site of United 93. The Maryland patch contains the flag that flew at the grave of Francis Scott Key, the man who wrote our national anthem. The Georgia patch contains the flag that flew at the grave of Martin Luther King Jr. There are threads in this flag, from the flag that cradled President Lincoln when he was shot in Ford's Theater, and there are 3 red threads from the original Star-Spangled Banner, the flag that flew at Fort McHenry in the War of 1812 and inspired our national anthem. There is literally 200 years of American history and love sewn into this flag. And 200 years from now, people are going to come to this museum and they're going to learn that you guys were here today, that this flag was still here. And they're going to learn the story of this flag, and they're going to learn about the resilience and the compassion of the American people, because the national 9/11 flag is living proof that love is stronger than hate.
Amen.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the lights from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.